What do you get when you combine 80s nostalgia with the supernatural? A really good debut novel. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. You're with Chris, and today I'll be giving my spoiler-free review of 80s Ghosts, the debut indie novel by V.S. Lawrence. Now I came across this one on Amazon, and being an ex-genner myself, my interest was naturally piqued, and after I downloaded a sample and enjoyed it so much, I had no choice. I had to download the full version. I mean, look at the cover alone. How could I not buy it? The title has a very pink retro font which is appropriate to the era, and if you look closer at the outside edges you'll see the giveaway neon stripes and the weathering, the creases, the faded edges, giving the book the illusion of a well-loved cover. And of course there is the spirit in the fold-out viewfinder there as well, which all in all it's a very cool design and very attractive. If you were looking for this online you couldn't help but snatch it up, or grab the paperback version as well. Okay, so let's start how I always like to, with the cover blurb. The year is 2009 and Chrissy Rodriguez is determined to make her ghost hunting vlog an internet success. She's only one more failed investigation away from financial ruin and having to move back home, when she receives an email asking her to investigate Merlin High, a school that burned down in the 80s. She's presented with a unique opportunity that can make or break her. As they explore the decaying hall searching for evidence of the paranormal, Chrissy notices that her team is acting a little off. Everything begins to unravel, blurring the lines between past and present. With her team stretched to its limits, Chrissy realises that some secrets want to be found, and some of them have been waiting. Very cool premise there. Now their show is called The Other Siders, and it hasn't been doing well. They've been scratching away, making a meager living. They've had to resort to faking some elements in their videos just to get by, and you know, they're obviously finding it really hard. And when she gets this email inviting her to investigate this school, she thinks this is her chance to turn things around and make something of a name for themselves, maybe even leading to an opportunity to sign a network contract. Who knows? Now she's about to be evicted, and everything is riding on this next investigation, and from early on we get a really good idea of what makes her tick. A very good character study. We get some good insight as to why she is desperate to succeed and what she has on the line, and we get to know certain elements of her past as a child that makes it relevant with events that unfold in the book. She is accompanied by her team, Rodney and Bill, and soon after arriving in Merlin, before the investigation has even begun, things are a little off, and Bill in particular is acting very strange. Why does he get sick and have a tendency to wander? It raises some big questions. Rodney is also quite apprehensive about the investigation in general, and you think to yourself, what is going on here? But you do get all your questions answered. I thought the setting of the old high school was very well done. It was a very creepy atmosphere, and I really liked how the book veered away from tired tropes and tried to do something a little bit different. I mean, it's simply not just a haunted school. It goes a little bit further, especially with Chrissy herself having several experiences that was very refreshing and cool. Now, I'd love to talk about them here, but I can't because it's spoiler free. You're going to have to read and find out yourself. How the tragedy of 1987 affected the town itself is pretty original too. I found that very interesting. The supernatural element, the ghosts, are explored very well. I like the idea of the two opposing forces of good versus evil, which was really great. I was satisfied with the revelation as to why Bill is acting the way he is, and the truth is actually quite shocking, and there's good build up all the way through where there's little hints throughout, and you keep asking yourself, where the hell does he go off to, and why does he look like a man possessed? The climax wasn't rushed, and the pacing towards the end of the book was so much so that I couldn't tap my Kindle quick enough to get to the next page. It was real nail-biting stuff. The very end, 3 years later, is very well executed. It's a really good denouement. It's very satisfying and gives a final little pinch at the end, which I'm not going to spoil here. Now, this isn't a criticism, this is just me being selfish, okay? I would have liked to have seen more song references, maybe a little Starship, Cyndi Lauper, or Billy Idol. Again, that's not a criticism to V.S. Lawrence. I think she did a great job with the book. It's just something I would have liked to have seen more of. This is a very competent debut effort here, and it held my interest from start to finish. I thought Chrissy was a great character to get to know, and I'm looking forward to seeing what V.S. Lawrence brings out next. Hopefully she'll do a sequel with another investigation, who knows, but I'm hoping she keeps me in mind if she's watching this as a beta reader for her next book. I'm going to use the transcript of this video to post a review on Goodreads for her, just to give a bit more exposure. And guys, you've got to go out and get a copy of this. It costs $7.48 on Kindle, or it is free on Kindle Unlimited. Now, if you have a subscription, just snatch this up. And yeah, you know, if you've read the book, share some comments with me down below. And I've also included links to V.S. Lawrence's website and her various social media, so you can check her out, because I think this book needs a lot of interest. I think it needs a bit of a really good mention and a bit of a plug on YouTube, because no one has talked about it on YouTube. So I am the first to do that, and I can't wait to see what V.S. Lawrence has in store next. But I personally recommend this as a very good read. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. That would be great. As always, offer up any comments below. And until the next video, guys, happy reading.